listening. Sometimes, you know, y'all so funny. Sometimes God speaks clearly and loudly, but more oftentimes he doesn't. Speaks in a very quiet voice. And if you're wise, you'll be listening carefully when he does speak to you. To do this, you must carve out some quiet moments within your busy life to sense his direction. But the key is to get quiet enough to hear what is being communicated. As you keep your attention focused on God, you're dwelling in his presence consciously. Consciously. You know, we're always in his presence, but when you focus your attention on our Creator, then your action is deliberate, your action is focused, and it is conscious. You've placed yourself in a receptive mode. Being in constant contact means that you can hear your directions clearly. They don't come through muddled or like wah, 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 wah. It comes through clearly when you're in constant contact with the Father. Remember, God is always communicating with us. Always. Constantly communicating with you. But it's up to each individual to listen, to hear, and then obey what is being heard from your indwelling Christ consciousness, which is the individualization of God. So when I talk about listening to God, I'm talking about listening to your indwelling Christ consciousness, which is the individualization of God. Got it? Everybody understand? Everybody say God. God. Everybody say God. God. Everybody say God. God. Well, nobody's melted, so it must be okay to say God. Learn to turn to the Christ, the individualization of God within you for guidance. Listen for that still small voice. Now, usually God refrains from sending messages on stone tablets anymore, city billboards. I haven't seen either one of those recently. However, there has been occasion when I've received a message on the TV or the radio that I know was for me. Y'all don't look at me like that. I know you guys have gotten messages. You're sitting there watching TV and you get a message and you go, oh, I wonder if anybody else heard that but me. I'm not going to say anything because that message, okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I would venture a guess that many of you have had that experience. Remember to keep your ears tuned upward toward your Christ mind. And as you listen, and as you dwell in the presence of God, your may will be lighter, joyous, and successful. Now, our guest speaker this morning has learned to listen to that still small voice. And she stepped up to the plate once again to speak to us. So without any further ado, please welcome Miss Lillian Feliciano.